Legolas, a name that means green leaf, was a part sylvan elf who joined the Fellowship. He is the son of the Elven King Thranduil, whose father had originally come from Doriath, an ancient elven realm surrounded by forests. Legolas's mother is not known. Like all elves, Legolas had a love for nature, so much so that when the Fellowship had passed through Fangorn Forest, Legolas lamented and wished to return there, so that he could explore it more thoroughly. As an elf, Legolas was gifted with the abilities of his people. He could walk silently on grass or snow, barely leaving an impression he was even there. When the Fellowship travelled across the great mountain Caradaras, he was unimpeded by the snow and ice. His eyes were incredibly sharp, able to see greater distances than any men, even through the darkness of night. He is even able to sleep while walking, allowing him to traverse great distances that others may not. He could also see the dead men of Dun Harrow. Their spirits were as clear to him as the living. As with all elves, he could speak to horses and bring them under his command with just a few words. Legolas possessed incredible skill with a bow, enabling him to defeat a great host of enemies from afar. He defeated many wargs with his bow, with only a single arrow breaking, and when departing from Lothlorien and being given a Galadhrim bow, he was able to fire an arrow directly into a Nazgul which was riding his fell beast. Legolas also possessed a single white knife, which he rarely used, though it was needed for close combat. Legolas was also known to sing, as most elves do. He sung a song of lament for his fallen friend, and sang as he walked the city of Minas Tirith. During the Battle of the Hornburg, Legolas and Gimli had a competition on who could slay more orcs. Though Legolas lost by a single orc, he was happier that Gimli had yet lived, rather than be saddened by his defeat at the hands of a dwarf. In fact, Legolas and Gimli had started their journey together with arguments, as is natural for the dwarves and elves to do, and yet, by the end of their journey, they were such close friends that Legolas brought Gimli with him into the Undying Lands. After the destruction of the Ring, Legolas stayed behind in Middle-earth for a short time. He restored the woodlands with his people, and awaited the demise of his close friend Aragorn. He then built his own ship to sail away with the rest of his people. Legolas was a brave and noble person, defending his friends in times of need, even setting aside ancient differences and pursuing acts of friendship. He will be remembered in Middle-earth as a member of the Fellowship and a truly decent elf.